Hi, I'm Duane, this is Nick, and this is Q&A.
First take, that's beautiful. Duane, do you prefer playing on Friday or Saturday nights? Zek Parker 07 wants to know.
So I love a Friday game, because then you have the whole weekend off to rest and recover.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
What type of music do you listen to? Meggie Nugget.
I like a bit of everything. I like a bit of rap music, maybe some sort of rock, I guess you could say. That's probably not the word.
70s, 80s, 90s.
Stuff from when you were growing up.
Yeah.
In the 70s?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, this is for both of us. Did you both choose the position you currently play in? Luke WF asks. Not really. When I was a child, I wanted to be a winger, and I didn't end up being a winger. I ended up being a back rower. I was a prop for a while. I was a winger when I was very young, and then
prop.
Yeah, nice. But then when rugby went to full pitch and there was full 15-a-side, I was kind of in the middle, so they just took me in the back row.
Started out as a prop for many years. So I love scrummaging.
Nice.
Went to hooker, then from hooker to lock, and then from lock to back row. I thought maybe in the next couple of years I can go 9, 10, 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I back you.
Yeah, maybe getting better with age.
You are.
Is it true, Nick, that you have a poster of moi on your wall growing up?
Growing up, no, but I currently do.
What was it? It was a question from Geordie Murphy.
From Geordie Murphy. I didn't have any posters, but if I had a poster of a rugby player, it would have been you, Duane.
Oh, snowball. Here's another one for you. Who's better looking?
Between us two? It's a pretty tough question.
That's not a Geordie Murphy question.
Geordie wants us to answer himself in these ones as well.
Yeah, I think Geordie is
he's looking
better
for.
looking.
So yeah, we'll say Geordie's the best looking. Out of the Ulster rugby back rowers, well, is he? We'll give it to Geordie. Controversial, but we'll give it to Geordie. Who can do the best impression of the other's accent? Peter J. Woods, 95. I'm going to say I definitely can't do a good one of you, so can you do a good one of me?
No, I definitely can't do a good one of you.
Okay, I'll give that one to Duane before I embarrass myself. Was it easy to settle in Belfast when you moved to Ulster? Rugby Girl 97 asks.
No. Obviously, the big thing is the weather. In South Africa, it is, well, at this very moment, it is 39 degrees in Cape Town. So yeah, it's hot and sweaty, and you're kind of used to that. You never really get a cold winter that goes into minus degrees.
Yeah.
So yeah, cold and wet is probably the most difficult thing to adjust to, but apart from that, it's actually really nice. I enjoy Belfast. We as a family love moving around and experience new stuff, and getting to know the culture and what Northern Ireland is all about. So yeah, we love to travel, and
Nice.
we'll
You're settled
keep on
now.
doing it.
Settled now?
Yeah, settled,
Nice.
all settled. Got one for you, yeah? Who's your best mate that aren't at the club anymore? And this is from Adam McBurney.
I would say it's probably David O'Connor, and it's certainly not Adam McBurney. And just if Ross Kane's watching, it's certainly not Ross Kane either. So, yeah.
Remember that.
Okay, have you tried Buckfast yet? Simon Cartwright. We talked about this before. You didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So
No, I haven't.
Duane's got his own type of wine, which he says is better than Buckfast.
Yeah, it's called La Bouche.
So there you go. There's a tip for you.
It's online, available.
How do you compare? How do you compare the URC to any other league you have played in? Phil T. Ramsey, maybe?
It's actually interesting because, I've played Super Rugby, played Currie Cup in South Africa, played the Japan League, played in France in the top 14. So everything is a little bit different when you get there. But yeah, once you're in it for a couple of months, everything is actually the same. Yeah. But yeah, it's a really big competitive league and some really strong teams, and not just in our league. If you're look at going into the Champions Cup and things like that, you end up playing against some other clubs in Europe who are also really competitive, really good at what they do and how they play, and all these teams in the local competition actually matches up real good. And yeah, I gotta say it's a fantastic league, and yeah, enjoying it.
Nice. So the Africans are in it as well now, so
exactly,
back home.
Exactly. You kind of feel home. A lot of them are a little bit outside their comfort zone, but yeah, it's not an easy competition.
Yeah, I agree.
What's your bench PB?
What's my bench?
It's from Ross Kane.
From Ross Kane. Not surprised.
Did he beat you?
No, he didn't. Or Ross Kane definitely didn't beat me. My bench PB is maybe 188, but at the moment I probably couldn't do that because that was when I was injured and that was all I was doing. So, yeah.
How long were you out for?
Not that long. I was out for like 10 weeks, 8 weeks. It was a few years ago. Me and Dave Shanahan hit the gym pretty hard for a few weeks, and yeah.
I got to 180, but I was injured for 13 months, so it's something different. It was like 15 years ago.
Nice. So when you were 29 or something, was it? I think I'm done with questions for you. Let me just skip through. Oh no, who's the kit man's nightmare? One last one. That's Rudy443. I can answer who the kit man's nightmare is.
I don't really know.
If you're in the NFL Fantasy League, which there are, for example, Nathan Doak, Greg Jones, Dave Shanahan, Stu McCluskey, Dan McFarland, Kyle Alexander. If you're in the NFL Fantasy League and you beat Mick, you're the kit man's nightmare. So if you're playing Mick, put out a weekend team. That's my advice. Or if you're playing Dan, put out a weekend team as well, because he's the boss.
Yeah, you might not play.
Yeah, you're gonna get cut.
What does your recovery look like? Rory Boy 2-5.
What does my recovery look like? Just try and eat a good bit of food after a game. You kind of need some calories. Try and sleep. You never really sleep that well after games, but if you can, if you have time, do. And then, I don't know, sometimes I'll get in the ice baths or go for a swim in the sea or something, and then try to get moving as soon as I can. After, usually not the day after the game, but a couple of days after the game, start doing something, and find if you're sitting, resting too much, you almost just stay sore, so get back moving.
Day one is difficult,
yeah.
Obviously after the game, but day two is even harder. But I try to get moving on day two, so I might come into the club, bring my kids, or take my kids with me, and they'll be running around and playing, shooting hoops while I do a little bit of a watt bike flush. And then, I stretch and do a little bit of movement just to, obviously get the body going. And then, by training day, hopefully we
back
in a
ready
good
to go.
spot. And
Nice.
we focused for the coming week.
Nice. Good recovery, good parenting.
Yeah. Your favorite cheat meal?
My favorite cheat meal is pizza. I like my pizza, I like my Italian food. Don't really like anything too fancy, but what about you?
Well, pretty much anything I eat. Maybe a salted caramel Haagen-Dazs.
Okay.
But a big tub, 500 grams. On my own.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
One sitting.
Oh, yes.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Your best mate in the team, Jed Nelson 5.
My best mate in the team. That's a tough one. Everyone's an equal friend of mine. I don't know, someone like. So I live with. Yeah, Duane's my best mate. Duane's my best mate in the team. Even though I haven't known you as long, we're best mates. I guess someone like Al maybe, and then I live with Greg Jones, so I spend a lot of time with him. I wouldn't call him my best mate because I don't think he likes me, but we do spend a lot of time together, if that counts.
Yeah, so it's maybe going to be Sam Carter or Stu McCloskey.
Stu McCloskey.
We wrestle quite a lot.
Yeah,
he loves it. No, I get along with every guy in the squad, exactly the same as you.
It's a good group. It's a good group. Everyone's friends with everyone, so you can't pick favourites. It's like picking between your kids.
So it's
a youthful group.
Yes,
all of us.
We're all youthful.
Yeah.